Your referees for this session are Helen Whittle, Ben Jelly, and Sarah Ashton. Starters are Sam Chadwick and Victor Ashton. Officials, you may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want everyone on their feet, please. On their feet, everyone up, please. Clapping. Athletes, up on your feet, please. Clapping. That's everyone on their feet. You at the end there, up on your feet, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for your first event. This is the girls' 200 meters freestyle. In lane 1, representing Wales, Mari Davies. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Sarah Crowley. Lane 3, representing England North, Hannah Featherstone. In lane 4, representing England East, Jessica Jackson. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Jennifer Henderson. In lane 6, representing England South, Georgina Boyle. In lane 7, representing England Central, Candice Hall. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Ailey Duthie. This is the girls' 200 meters freestyle.
Well, who's going to take first blood in this Sainsbury School Games 2014? Well, in the centre lane there, going well in the orange cap. It was the winning team from last year, England East. Jessica Jackson off to a good start there, but being pressed, Sarah Crowley going well for Ireland in lane 2. And out in lane 1, Mari Davies going well for Wales. Who's it going to be as they approach the first turn, the 50-metre mark? It is Candice Hall for England, Georgina Boyle close in second, and Jessica Jackson in third. Not much in it, Alan.
So these school games, it's all about fun. We heard Kate Gray, the wonderful Kate Gray, on poolside earlier with our host Mark. She was telling us that the athletes, maybe a few of them are just back into training. Maybe they've done 3 or 4 days at the most. So these guys are here to have a bit of fun and put some serious times on the board. Our coaches will be looking on. But we asked them all to give us some information about themselves. And some of these guys have really come up with some belters. Some of them not so good. It says, tell us something interesting about yourself. How about Jennifer Henderson? It just says, I also dance. That's it. That's all it says. I also dance.
Well, that's interesting for Jennifer, obviously. Yeah. Jennifer Henderson, Scotland South and East. Oh, it's very close here, though. Mari Davies still going well in lane number 1. Going really well, the Welsh swimmer. Can't hear the Welsh team. I'm sure they'll give her some support as she comes back down. Wales won this event last year, got them off to a good start. Mari Davies in great position here as they go into the final turn there. Georgina Boyle second, Candice Hall third. Come on teams, encourage your swimmers down this last 50.
Here they come then. Who is going to get the first medal here? Who's going to get the first victory for their nation? It's a real interesting battle right across the field. Going well for Wales is Mari Davies. Davies inside the final 10 metres here. Coming good in lane 6 though. Georgina Boyle starting to put the pressure on here in 6. At the touch, it's going to go with Boyle. 2:04.34 for the England South swimmer. Second goes to Mari Davies. Wonderful finish from Boyle. Third is Featherstone in lane number 3.
Well, that was very close there. The result is confirmed on your scoreboard. 5/100ths of a second separating the top two. Georgina Boyle takes first blood in lane number 6 for the England South team. Mari Davies second, Featherstone third.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the boys 200 meters freestyle.
In lane number 1, representing Wales, Carl Taylor. In 2, representing Ireland, Jerry Quinn. In 3, representing England North, Jarvis Parkinson. In 4, representing England East, Nathan Wells. In 5, representing Scotland South and East, David McGregor. In 6, representing England South, William Cole. In 7, representing England Central, Lewis Clough. In 8, representing Scotland North and West, Ross Hughes. The boys 200 meters freestyle.
Second race of the day, and the first was an absolute belter, Paul. Mari Davies led, only to be caught up really, really well at the end there by Georgina Boyle. So victory going to the team from England South. Make some noise on the side of the pool. Whatever team you're from, we can still see the opposite us of the Welsh team. We've got the Irish team, we've got the guys from England North, England East, Scotland South and East. They're all opposite us. Underneath us are all the other teams. They're going to make as much noise as they can as well here as we're into our second 200-meter freestyle. This time it's the boys' turn. And the early leader went with Lewis Clough of England. England Central 26.17 at the first 50 metres turn. They'll come down towards halfway, and still it looks like the yellow caps of Lewis Clough and England Central are going to lead us into halfway here, Paul.
He looks very comfortable too. Lewis Clough in lane number 7 there, being pressed by lane number 3, Jarvis Parkinson. But it is Lewis Clough there, 56.38. Parkinson in second, just half a second behind there. Nathan Wells for England East coming up alongside Parkinson now. Well, still all to play for. Lewis Clough looking good so far though. Parkinson maybe just edging it.
Parkinson and Clough then, these are the two at the front of the field at the moment. Going well in 4 as well is Nathan Wells. Wells turns in 4th position. 3rd here is Clough, he's dropped down. Jerry Quinn, the Irish team have got themselves into 2nd here, but leading the charge for home for England North, Jarvis Parkinson, the Doncaster Darts swimmer. Apparently he can do 10 backflips in a row. We'll have to wait and see if he wins it to see if he can do it, but Jerry Quinn pushing him hard here for Ireland.
It looks like Ireland might take this one. Jerry Quinn wins it for Ireland, 156.56. It was 0.4 of a second the difference at the end. Jarvis Parkinson had a good second 100 there, but it wasn't quite good enough to get ahead of Jerry Quinn. The top 3, Jerry Quinn in first position. In second position was Jarvis Parkinson.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke. In lane 1, representing Wales, Bethan Eckley. In lane 3, representing England North, Megan Short. In lane 4, representing England East, Grace Harvey. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Kaylee Hago. In lane 6, representing England South, Lavana Hansen. In lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Erin Davies. This is the women's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke.
It's a multi-classification race. Range of disabilities in this one. And with the lower the disability class, the more severe the impairment. And you can see from your scoreboard there, Kaylee Hago in lane number 5. She has the lowest classification, the SP4. So expect her to be behind the field in the early stages, but of course the swimmers will be compared to the world record mark, and it's the swimmer closest to that world record who will win the medals. Well, Erin Davies first to the wall. Familiar name for many now. Scotland's youngest ever Commonwealth Games medalist. What a swim. 13-year-old from the Shetland Islands had that. So let's give her a hand now. Erin Davies really going well there. Can she repeat that great form that she showed in the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow?
So as Paul was saying, not necessarily the first one to touch the wall here takes the victory. We'll try and get the points on the board as quick as we can. And the highest point scorer will win this race. Davies, though, as Paul was saying, wonderful performances in the Commonwealth Games. Here she is going to take a touch in a time of 124.77. Davies has got herself 747 points in the SB9 category. Keep your eyes peeled then for Hansen, Hago, Harvey, Short and Eckley as they start to come in. Wales's Eckley will be the next to come in here on the opposite side in lane number 1. But Welsh lady also in the SB9 category, so won't get 747 points to match Erin Davies. But coming close here in lane number 4, Grace Harvey in the S6 category. But here comes Bethan Eckley of Wales into the final 5. She'll touch in second.
Bethan Eckley now coming in. We'll watch out for her time and her points. 252 points. That time from Erin Davies. The points total 747. That's going to be tough to beat. Grace Harvey 393 points there. Megan Short now coming in lane number 3. Megan Short from the England North team. And of course, these positions all count towards team points. So very important. We'll have an eye on the points totals here as Lavana Hansen coming in. Double leg amputee, Lavana Hansen. Met her hero, Jessica Long from the USA. Famous Paralympic swimmer at the international event in Glasgow. Lavana Hansen coming in now. Now the lowest classification in this field, Kaylee Hago from Scotland, representing the Scotland South and East team. Here's Kaylee Hagel. Watch out for her points. May well be a good points total for Kaylee. 176. Well, she manages to jump up one place ahead of Lavana Hansen. But at the front of the field, no doubt about the winner there. Sensational points total. Erin Davis in the outside lane, lane number 8 for Scotland North and West. Well, we're just waiting for confirmation of that result there. But Erin Davis lived up to the tag of favourite for that one. And the medal certainly being shared about so far. So a good start there for Georgina Boyle in the first event. She will take the gold medal in that one, and that medal ceremony will be coming up very shortly. Ireland taking the second one with Jerry Quinn, and that's the third result. It's just about to be confirmed. There we are, confirmation of that result. Erin Davis, Grace Harvey and Megan Shore are the top 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the girls 200 meters freestyle. The medals will be presented by triple Olympian and athlete mentor, the wonderful Ross Davenport. Winner of the bronze medal, representing England North, Hannah Featherstone. The winner of the silver medal, representing Wales, Mari Davies. Winner of the gold medal and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England South, Georgina Boyle. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists. So a fantastic way for us to start, Paul. Mari Davies led it right until the very end.
She did indeed. We thought Wales were going to take that first gold medal, but it was just Georgina Boyle who was the stronger in the end. 5/100ths of a second. You really couldn't get that much closer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the boys 200 freestyle. The winner of the bronze medal representing England Central, Lewis Club. The winner of the silver medal representing England North, Jarvis Parkinson. Gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing Ireland, Jerry Quinn. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke. The medals will be presented by Baroness Sue Campbell, chairman of the Youth Sport Trust, accompanied by John Steele, chief executive. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologise for the slight delay. Winner of the bronze medal, representing England North, Megan Short. The winner of the silver medal, representing England East, Grace Harvey. gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing Scotland North and West, Erin Davies. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke.
In lane 1, representing Wales, Liam Walsh. In lane 3, representing England North, Matthew Gibson. In lane 4, representing England East, Aaron Hurd. In lane 6, representing England South, Craig Harris. In lane 7, representing England Central, Joseph Siege. In lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Fraser Kane. These are the finalists, the men's multi-classification 100 breaststroke. We saw in the women's race, we had disabilities. There were all physical impairments in the women's race. We only have 2 swimmers with a physical impairment here. That's Liam Walsh, SB8, and Aaron Hurd in the SB9 class. Fraser Kane, swimmer with a visual impairment in lane 8. And the rest are swimmers with learning disabilities. Matthew Gibson, Craig Harris, and Joseph Siege. They are in the SB14 classification. Craig Harris got to be the favourite for this one. Just back from winning a medal at the European Championships in the 200 metres individual medley. And he's very much the favourite here. And going ahead, 34.22. Craig Harris looking good so far. Joseph Siege in second. And Aaron Hurd in third. Of course, not about the times, but it's how close they get to the world record mark for their classification. That'll determine the points. 1,000 points equivalent to a world record swim. Let's see what Craig Harris can get here.
So just coming into the final 5 then, the pink cap here in lane 6 belongs to Harris. The points total will be 683. Not bad at all, that 115.73. See, he's alongside him here. The S14 swimmer in 7.48, 7 points there. And a whole host of swimmers coming in. Hurd, 389. Gibson, 418. Fraser Kane, 367. So our swimmer from Wales, Liam Walsh, the final swimmer to come in. Just over 5 meters to go then for Walsh. The only S8 swimmer in this one. And he'll come in. Time around about now. There you go, 153.14, 208. Doesn't affect the leaderboard. We wait for the official result, but we think Craig Harris with 683 has taken it.
Yeah, not a bad time for Craig Harris. That'll be vital points too for the England South team. Maybe try and bring you an update on the points totals as we go through the session. Of course, can anyone challenge England East, who won last year? Craig Harris looking good though as we await for the official result. Joseph Siege looks like he might have clinched second position, and Aaron Hurd in third place. In fact, no, Matthew Gibson, in fact, in bronze medal position at the moment. Matthew Gibson in lane number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the girls' 100 meters butterfly. In lane 1, representing Wales, Zina Al-Khalabi. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Gemma Kane. Lane 3, representing England North, Amelia Clines. In lane 4, representing England East, Georgina Pryor. In lane 5, representing Scotland South East, Tane Bruce. In lane 6, representing England South, Chloe Barrow. In lane 7, representing England Central, Brianna Close. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Meg Finan. This is the girls' 100 meters butterfly.
Two lengths of the pool now. Girls 100 meters butterfly. Well, looks like a good start there. Georgina Pryor in the orange cap. And Brianna Close also going well in lane number 7, England Central.
I thought our diets were pretty poor, Paul. We asked for information from these swimmers. Georgina Pryor just says, I love chocolate. And followed on from that, Brianna Close says she's addicted to Nutella. That pretty much sums up what you had for breakfast.
That's right, yeah, Georgina Pryor. It's not doing her any harm. She's first to the turn. Tane Bruce going well. And Brianna Close also going well. Could be the Chocoholics leading them home here.
Brianna's granddad will be here somewhere shouting, go on, Brianna, as always. There's always a big Brianna fan club in the crowd, and she's not doing too badly at all here. Chasing away, it's a real tight one though across the middle of the pool as well. In 3, we've got Clines, then Pryor, Bruce, and Close all chasing. It looks like it's going to go in 3. It does. Amelia Clines, 102.00, a tie for second as well. Pryor and Bruce, nothing to separate them. 102.16. Pryor and Bruce will do they split the medal in half? Do you get them one each? Does one of them wear it for 6 months and then the other one for 6 months? We'll sort all that out for you in a couple of minutes.
I think they can stretch to one each, Alan. I think so.
Steady.
102.16. Great swims there. Amelia Clines takes it though. 102 dead. Great swim. England North.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the boys' 100 meters butterfly.
In lane 1, from Wales, Regan Heatley. In 2, from Ireland, Benjamin Doyle. In 3, from England North, Luke Greenbank. In 4, from England East, Harry Parker. In 5, from Scotland South and East, Craig McLean. In 6, from England South, George Epsley. In 7, from England Central, Jacob Jackson. And in 8, from Scotland North and West, Ross Leslie. Those are the swimmers for the boys' 100 meters butterfly.
So again, we've been given loads of information about the swimmers. Paul, you've just come across a cracker for George Epsley, who's swimming for England South. What does it say?
He says he's a mascot for West Ham.
Get in there.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
I like that, that's nice.
Yeah, excellent. Let's see if that mascot training does him any good. In fact, he's 5th position there. First place is Luke Greenbank, a man very much on form. Luke Greenbank now. England North going well, having a good run of results so far. Luke Greenbank, they're all coming back. Ross Leslie going well in lane 8. George Epsley showing his strength there. And Benjamin Doyle going well in the green cap of Ireland.
Well, the teams on the side of the pool are making plenty of noise. We need the people in the stands to make just as much noise as well here. Coming to the finish, back-to-back lane 3 victories here. Luke Greenbank, 56.45, and England North are having a stormer of a time here.
Looks like Benjamin Doyle got up there for second, 57.51. And George Epsley, well, he was strong in the closing stages, 57.804. George Epsley just touching out Ross Leslie for the bronze medal position there. But Luke Greenbank looked very good. England North on fire at the moment. Well done, England North, another gold medal here in the pool.
So again, not only do you want the teams on the side, they're making plenty of noise. England North at the moment having a good time. They've got their air horns, they've got people with giant England hands and a red hat. That's a look, by the way. That's Paul Noble's Saturday night look. So somebody's obviously taken influence from you, Paul Noble. I'm trying to decide. I live in the middle, but I'm slightly north, I'm slightly south. I can't decide which team I support here. The teams on the side are doing a really good job. Earlier on, we were asking some of those teams to cheer. We got as far as Scotland South and East. Where are you? Scotland South and East, make some noise. What's that? That's not noise. Paul, who's next on our list?
Well, let's see if they can make more of a noise than Scotland South and East. It's the team from England South.
England South, they're down there. No, they're all quiet. They're all just reading their programme, Paul. All reading their programme. England Central, are you down on Paul's side? Where are England Central? Looking for them. There they are. It's a bit more of a cheer there, Paul.
That's not bad. Well, finally, what about Scotland North and West? Where are you? That's all right.
That was just the one woman we could see made all that noise. She was just there.
Yeah, so it was, yeah. It was good, though.
It's good. Yes, you with the thumbs up. Yeah, just you, on your own. That is a night out in Scotland. The noise, one-person party. You guys in the crowd, we want you guys to show the swimmers that you're here supporting them as well. So it's your turn to make a bit of noise. After 3, we want you to show all of the swimmers how you do it. We know you're a professional crowd. We've paid each and every one of you to be here. If you've not received your pay, it's in the post, apparently. After 3, people of the crowd, give the swimmers a big cheer. 1, 2, 3. That's how you do it, swimmers. That's how you do it. Next time you make some noise, do it just like that. Paid supporters. That's the future, you know.
Remember, using social media, you can get in contact with us. We'll be reading tweets out at our half-time break. We are on Twitter at _schoolgames. That's at _schoolgames. And remember to hashtag SSG Swimming, and we'll be reading some of the tweets out later on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke. Medals will be presented by Baroness Sue Campbell, Chair of the Youth Sport Trust. The bronze medalist representing England East, Aaron Hurd. Well, looks like we've moved on to the next presentation, which is event 6, the boys 100 butterfly. We have the bronze medalist from England South, George Epsley. Well done, George. The silver medalist, representing Ireland, Benjamin Doyle. The gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England North, Luke Greenbank. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome this time the medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke. Medals being presented by John Steele, Chief Executive. The winner of the bronze medal representing England East, Aaron Hurd. Winner of the silver medal representing England North, Matthew Gibson. The winner of the gold medal and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion representing England South, Craig Harris. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalist.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the girls 100 meters butterfly. Medals will be presented by Baroness Sue Campbell, chair of the Youth Sport Trust. We have joint silver medalist. First onto the podium, representing Scotland South and East, Tyne Bruce. Our second silver medal winner, representing England East, Georgina Pryor. The winner of the gold medal, representing England North, Amelia Clines. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to poolside the athletes for the girls' 200 metres breaststroke. In lane 1, representing Wales, Katie Hoyle. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Derval McNamara. In lane 3, representing England North, Charlotte Holmes. In lane 4, representing England East, Lucy Bean. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Emma Chittleborough. In lane 6, representing England South, Emma Kane. In lane 7, representing England Central, Megan Morrison. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Erin Robertson. This is the girls' 200 metres breaststroke. The breaststroke for the girls, 4 lengths of the pool. Megan Morrison from England Central, well, winner of this race last year. Can she do a double? There in lane number 7. And, well, pretty close in these early stages. Maybe Lucy Bean, maybe in the lane number 4 in the centre lane is going to lead them. She does, but only just now by 3/100 of a second. Megan Morrison in second position. And Derval McNamara from Ireland in third, but pretty tight in these early stages. Well, some fantastic swims so far, and some wonderful bits of information been given to us by all of the swimmers. All of them were asked for pieces of info about themselves before the school games started here in 2014, and some of them accompanied some absolute gems. We've got Emma Kane, who says she grew up in New York, which is very similar to Manchester, I'm led to believe. Yeah, sort of. So I'm told, yeah. Sort of, yeah. Here in 7, Megan Morrison, 1:15.58 second. Emma Kane, 1:15.95. Not a lot in that as those two of them head back down after the halfway stage. In third position is Derval McNamara of Ireland, 1:15.96. You can't miss the Irish team. They are what we call bright t-shirts. They certainly are, and they're having a good race here. Derval McNamara going really, really well there with the green cap of Ireland.
We're coming up to the last turn now. It is going to be Ireland. Well, they've already had a gold medal in this event already this morning. Could they make it a second here? Is it going to be McNamara first? In fact, no, it's Emma Kane. 1:56.28. McNamara in second. Chittleborough coming through strongly in third. Who is going to take this one? All over the pool. We need to watch. Danger now. But it looks like Emma Kane in sixth. Just heading McNamara in two.
England South teammates pushing on those pink caps of Emma Kane. Pink caps, charcoal t-shirts. Apparently pink t-shirts aren't vogue. Pink caps, charcoal t-shirts, and a victory here going in lane 6 for Emma Kane, it looks like, of England South. 1:56.28 in the last turn. She's going to hold off the rest of the field here and take a touch in 2:36.17. Kane gets victory. Second goes to Devil McNamara of Ireland, 2:37.44. And Chittleborough, Scotland, South and East gets the bronze medal in third there at a time of 2:37.48. Another top race here at the 2014 Sainsbury's School Games.
The result is confirmed on your scoreboard. Emma Kane will take the gold for England South. Deborah McNamara was very close for Ireland in second. Chittleborough in third for Scotland, South and East.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the boys 200 meters breaststroke.
In lane number 1, representing Wales, James Lewis. In lane 2, from Ireland, Andrew Moore. In 3, from England North, Edward Baxter. In 4, from England East, Edmund Ashton. In 5, from Scotland South and East, Chris McComb. In 6, from England South, Kieran Alsop. In 7, from England Central, Jake Dixon. In 8, from Scotland North and West, Cameron Muir. The boys, 200 meters breaststroke. Who's going to take this one? 200 breaststroke. Well, as I said earlier, the medals being shared about across all the teams here. A number of the teams being represented on the medal podium so far. Well, we'll see how this one goes. Again, very close in the early stages. Could be Edmund Ashton. Maybe in the centre lane. Very close. It is Ashton, 32.86. James Lewis going well for Wales. He is in second position there. Edward Baxter in third and Kieran Alsop in fourth position. But it's very close. All 8 swimmers still in the mix here as they come up to the halfway stage. Coming through strongly is the pink cap of England South in lane number 6. Could be Kieran Alsop, who could lead them in here. Christopher McComb going well in lane number 5. It's very close indeed there. Edward Baxter it is. Just a touch at the halfway stage, but look at that. There is only about half a second between the top 6 swimmers here. But coming off that wall very well, Edward Baxter. That's taken him into a little bit of a lead there. Baxter for England North. Just heading James Lewis now for Wales in lane number 1. Coming through, Andrew Moore for Ireland. Coming into contention, Chris McComb from Scotland South and East. Having a real battle there with Kieran Alsop in lane number 6. But Edward Baxter, well, he's away and clear here. Kieran Alsop in second position, but Baxter on that 50 metres has really stretched away from the rest of the field. And it looks like it could be another gold medal for England North. Come on, England North, support your swimmer back here. He is coming through clearly for a victory here for England North. Second position looks like Kieran Alsop, but it is going to be Edward Baxter for England North. Going to take this one comfortably in the end. Baxter takes it. Kieran Alsop will get for second, and Andrew Moore for third position for Ireland.
Big swim then from Edward Baxter, 2:22.86. Kieran Alsop, 2:26.91, over 4 seconds the difference. Baxter in control there. And a 22.86 gets England North another medal.
Well, second half of that race was, Edward Baxter, we said there, half a second between all the swimmers there at the halfway stage, but Edward Baxter was the man who took it. Kieran Alsop in second and Moore in third. Well, we do have a disqualification there. It didn't affect the top 3 positions. Swimmer in lane 7 was disqualified.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the girls' 100 meters backstroke. In lane 1, representing Wales, Jordan Harding. Correction, this is the girls' 50 meters freestyle. Lane 1, representing Wales, Billy Joe Barrow. Lane 2, representing Ireland, Gabriella Weaver. In lane 3, representing England North, Magdalena Segan. In lane 4, representing England East, Jessica Jackson. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Catherine Stark. In lane 6, representing England South, Paige Fellows. Lane 7, representing England Central, Katie Matts. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Anna Fleming. This is the girls' 50 meters freestyle.
This is going to be quick, this one length of the pool. Oh, about a good start there for England East. Jessica Jackson going well in lane number 4. Also going well, Magdalena Segan from England North. They're having a good event so far here in the pool. Gabriella Weaver going well too, but it looks like it could be Jessica Jackson here. Tough for us to tell from this angle, but Jackson does take it, only by 9/100ths of a second from Catherine Stark for Scotland South and East, and Katie Matts from England Central in the bronze medal position. Jackson looked good from the start though, just managing to hold on in the closing stages.
So they see it, 2.666. England East, Jessica Jackson taking gold on this one. Stark and Matts will join them on the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the girls' 200 meters breaststroke. The medals will be presented by John Stevens, Secretary of ESSA. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Scotland South and East, Emma Chittleborough. The winner of the silver medal, representing Ireland, Derval McNamara. Gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England South, Emma Kay. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalist.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the boys' 200 meters breaststroke. Medals will be presented by Alison Crawford, President of ESSA. The bronze medalist, representing Ireland, Andrew Moore. The silver medalist, representing England South, Kieran Alsop. The gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England North, Edward Baxter. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the girls' 50 meters freestyle. The medals will be presented by John Stevens, Secretary, ESSA. Bronze medal winner, representing England Central, Katie Matz. Silver medal winner, representing Scotland South and East, Catherine Stark. gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England East, Jessica Jackson. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the boys 50 meters freestyle.
In lane 1, from Wales, Samuel Wild. In 2, from Ireland, Conor Ferguson. In 3, from England North, Matthew Bradley. In 4, from England East, Theo Haslam. In 5, from Scotland South and East, Cameron Finlayson. In 6, from England South, Kane Franchi Webster. In 7, from England Central, Jacob Jackson. In 8, from Scotland North and West, Kieran Brand. The boys, 50 meters freestyle. Well, who's going to hit the top spot in the podium today? England South, England North, going well so far. 3 gold medals apiece for those teams. Theo Haslam looking good in lane number 4 there for the England East team. Could it be another gold medal for England East? Theo Haslam going very well. Also out there for Scotland in lane number 8, Kieran Brand. But Haslam, he takes it in 24.29 ahead of Kane Franchi Webster in 2nd position and Matthew Bradley in 3rd, but a good performance there from Theo Haslam.
Well, there have been some pretty quick Haslams on bikes. Now we've got them in water as well. Theo Haslam of England East, 24.29. Good result. 2nd, Franchi Webster. And a bronze this time going to Matthew Bradley of England North. Another tight race, Paul. Getting a few of these.
Was another good performance there from the England East swimmers. That's a couple of gold medals for them this morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the women's multi-classification 50 meters freestyle. In lane 1, representing Wales, Fionn Butler. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Alvie Kelly. In lane 3, representing England North, Katie Rilling-Young. Lane 4, representing England East, Harris Emily Mia. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Beth Johnston. In lane 6, representing England South, Olivia May Cameron. In lane 7, representing England Central, Eleanor Robinson. This is the women's multi-classification 50 meters freestyle.
Again, multi-classification races here. Fionn Butler going very well there on the outside lane. A good start there for the Welsh swimmer. Well, Wales having a good day in that outside lane this morning. Of course, the lanes will change for tomorrow morning's session. Beth Johnson also going well there in lane number 5 for Scotland South and East, but it looks like Fionn Butler in lane number 1 is going to get this one ahead of Beth Johnson. Fionn Butler will be first to the wall. We'll have a look at the points totals. 661 for Fionn Butler there. In fact, Eleanor Robinson there with 700 points. Looks like it could be gold to Eleanor Robinson. And Eleanor Robinson in a lower classification, the S6 classified swimmer from England Central. It's not about the positions as they touch the wall, it's all about the points. And Eleanor Robinson, she was closest to the world record for her class.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next athletes. This is the men's multi-classification 50 meters freestyle.
In lane 1, representing Wales, Riley Shanahan. In 2, representing Ireland, Patrick Flanagan. In 3, representing England North, Jonathan Booth. In 4, representing England East, Aaron Hurd. In 5, representing Scotland South and East, Craig Smith. In lane 7, representing England Central, Benjamin Fulston. In lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Fraser Kane. Ladies and gentlemen, the men's multi-classification 50 meters freestyle. Well, a number of classes here. The swimmer there, Craig Smith, in lane number 5, the lowest classification, the S8 class. We have S14 swimmers, S10 swimmers, and Fraser Kane, a visually impaired swimmer in the outside lane.
So we've seen some belting 50 meters so far. Here we're in for another cracker, going very well in 4 is Aaron Hurd. He's going to take the touch, 5.97. Not mastered just yet, 5.97, 27.50. Remember in the last race we saw a very late winner in that one, Smith with 425. But this time it is the first to touch that takes the prize as well. Aaron Hurd, 27.50, 597 points. And England East themselves a gold in this one. So 50 points the difference then. Paul Hurd from Booth and Fraser Kane with a bronze medal.
Yeah, the two S10 swimmers with a minimal physical impairment there, but Aaron Hurd was first to the wall there, 27.50, and he did get the highest number of disability points. Remember, 1,000 points equivalent to a world record swim. So 597 points for Aaron Hurd to get another gold medal there for his team. Jonathan Booth in second, and it was Fraser Kane just edging into the medal positions in third. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the boys 50 meters freestyle. Medals will be presented by Trevor Pledger, chairperson of ESSA. The bronze medalist, representing England North, Matthew Bradley. The silver medalist, representing England South, Kane Franchi Webster. The gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England East, Theo Haslam. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
We've got Mark. He's come up to our. You've been a host this morning's session so far, Mark. And are you impressed with the swimming you've seen so far?
Fantastic. I think this opportunity for the youngsters helps. With coming up to the Olympics, Commonwealth Games, you know, so, proceeding on to that, a multi-sport games is a fantastic opportunity for them.
And obviously we've got Twitter on the go as well. If they want to get involved via social media, what can they do? Simply, if they're in our audience, they can follow the timelines. What can they do?
Well, they can go to our Twitter website, that is @_schoolgames, and it's #SSG Swimming. Now, if you look at the big screen, that is actually wrong. It is #SSG Swimming.
We'll get that changed. Paul Noble, he loves a good tweet or two. Paul, are you impressed so far this morning?
Yeah, it's been good. I want to bring you some of the points totals. We don't have them yet, but we'll try and get that to you. I always like the team element of this. It's really good if there's a close contest when we approach the end of the event. Of course, all the points are vital. Even if you're down, if you're 5th instead of 6th, that could make the difference when they come to the team points.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's multi-classification 50 meters freestyle. The medals will be presented by Trevor Pledger, chairperson, ESSA. The winner of the bronze medal, representing England North, Katie Rillitt-Young. Winner of the silver medal, representing Wales, Ffion Butler. And the winner of the gold medal and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England Central, Eleanor Robinson. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists. So do stick around, we've got some another medal ceremony to come in just a couple of seconds' time. We were saying a minute ago we've had some wonderful swims, Paul, and it's great to be. We've got our athlete mentors. Where's Ross and Kate? They must be around here somewhere. The athlete mentors, Ross Davenport and Kate Gray. You couldn't ask for two better folks than that to give these athletes a bit of a chat and a build-up, could you?
Yeah, that's right. Paralympic swimmer, Olympic swimmer, all medalists at the big championships. Welsh having a good time over there, Alan.
Ffion Butler coming back to their medal, showing it off, and getting to go underneath the flag and through a tunnel of Welsh swimmers. So Team Wales enjoying themselves down there on poolside.
We have had a few tweets coming into our Twitter today. We have Sandra Farrell. Sandra says, Farrell says, fantastic, 3-second personal best, a new Scottish record time, fantastic job for Kaylee Harrocks. Well done, Kaylee Haggocks. Good luck, Matthew, Hannah, and all the England North team. That's from @Haley_B95. And Robert Nesbitt, he says, wishing all of Team East the best of luck at the swimming today, watching from Lowestoft on our live stream. Remember to still tweet your pictures and your comments to School Games. Remember, our Twitter is full of all action from across all sports at the Sainsbury's School Games. It is @_School Games. You can also visit our website, which is www.yourschoolgames.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the girls' 100 metres backstroke. In lane 1, representing Wales, Jordan Harding. In lane number 2, representing Ireland, Danielle Hill. In lane 3, representing England North, Hannah Jones. In lane 4, representing England East, Josephine Blades. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Charlie Cavens. In lane 6, representing England South, Danielle Baker. In lane 7, representing England Central, Brittany Horton. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Karen Reid. This is the girls' 100 metres backstroke. In they go then, boys. Good to see people in the crowd getting excited when their favourite swimmer, relative, son, daughter, whatever it is, gets announced. Hannah Jones of England North got announced. The lady alongside here, not far from our commentary position, went mad, loved it. Big shout and cheer for her favourite swimmer. And away they go here. And in 7, good start for Brittany Horton. She's just leading away from Danielle Baker in lane 6.
Who's going to be first to the one and only turn here? It is Brittany Horton, 31.69. Karen Reid right next door to her in lane number 8 in second position. Josephine Blades going well in the centre lane, but a great turn there from Karen Reid from Scotland North and West. And has that taken her into the lead as they come up close to our commentary position? Could well be Brittany Horton just edging it as they come into the last 10.
The yellow caps here that belong to England Central. 31.69 in the 50. Here comes the finishing touch. 103.95. Brittany Horton takes it for England Central. Reid 104.89 on bronze goes to Josephine Blades. 105.93. Jones in 4th. 106.31. But a winner of this one, a medal here for England Central. Let's hear it for Brittany Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to poolside the boys 100 meters backstroke.
In lane 1, representing Wales, Jonathan Orchard. In 2, representing Ireland, Rory McAvoy. In 3, representing England North, Joe Litchfield. In 4, representing England East, William Kersey. In 5, representing Scotland South and East, Craig McLean. In 6, representing England South, Frederick Cornwall. In 7, representing England Central, Dominic Walker. In 8, representing Scotland North and West, Kieran Brand. Ladies and gentlemen, the boys 100 meters backstroke.
So 100 metre backstroke for the boys here. We're going to move into some of the long distance events a little bit later on. The 800 metres freestyle for the girls and the 1500 for the boys a little bit later on. We're going to be joined in our commentary box by Kate Gray during the 800 metres. So we'll have a chat with Kate wherever she is. She'll come and join us in the commentary box a little bit later on. And during the 1500s, we'll hear from Ross. But here, Craig McLean leading for Scotland South and East, 28.17.
Yeah, going well, Craig McLean there in the centre lane. One of the ones to watch if you have your programme from the Sainsbury's School Games this year. Craig McLean was one to keep an eye on, and he's maybe just about edging it into the last 5 now. Great finish though from Joe Litchfield. It's going to be Litchfield will get it. McLean in second and Walker in third. Well, Litchfield also one of the ones to watch at these games, and he just edges out Craig McLean. So it's first to Litchfield, second to McLean, third to Walker.
Cracking finish from Litchfield then. McLean led right up until the very end, and through came Litchfield to take the goal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to poolside the athletes for the girls 800 metres freestyle. In lane 1, representing Wales, Emilia Stevenson. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Antoinette Nemt. In lane 3, representing England North, Georgia Derwent. In lane 4, representing England East, Miranda Willis. Lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, India Dawn. In lane 6, representing England South, Megan Bowen. In lane 7, representing England Central, Chloe Finch. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Jessica Thompson. Get right behind them. This is the girls 800 metres freestyle.
Well, the events have been coming thick and fast this morning. little bit of a chance for us to draw breath, Alan. A little bit more of a relaxed swimming here, the 800 freestyle. Not for the swimmers in the water, of course.
Well, it's events like this where the crowd are going to have to play their part. So too the teammates as well. Of course, 800 metres, you need to try and give them some encouragement all the way through. You can see, if you're new to swimming, we'll try and give you some insights to what's going on. And you can see the numbers being held by the officials at the end of the pool. That indicates how many turns you've got left. And you ask any long-distance swimmer, they really do enjoy the last few numbers that get turned over. 3 and then 1. And you'll hear a bell a little bit later on, and we'll explain that as we get there. But here, coming up to the first 100, we're hoping to give you Kate Gray as part of the commentary during the 800 metres. Wherever Kate's gone, she's the athlete mentor here, and we'll get Kate to join us in the commentary box. But for now, Paul, first position, Stevenson of Wales, 104.60. Second, then the Irish swimmer Antoinette Nipt, and then third, Georgia Darwin. So all the action taking place on the scoreboard side here in Manchester as they head up towards 150. And again, you can see the officials with their lap cards. And there you can see Kate Gray gracefully running behind the blocks, getting towards the commentary position. Kate, you've got about 6 minutes. No rush.
And she's waving furiously there. Well, very close there. Antoinette Nipt from Ireland swam last year in these games. Finished in 8th position in that 800 metres freestyle. She's looking to go better than that one. Looking to win it for Ireland. Already with a gold medal for their team in one of the first events of this morning. Can Antoinette Nipt make it another gold medal for the Irish team? She leads after 200. Megan Boyne coming through well for England South. And Chloe Finch coming through with her. England South and England Central side by side in lane 6 and 7. Georgia Darwin in 4th position, and well, just beginning to stretch out a little bit here. Antoinette Nipt looking good though, the Irish swimmer. Any interesting facts about Antoinette Nipt, Alan?
She likes Skittles.
Well,
I don't know whether that's the long alley sport or the 10-pin variety, or maybe the coloured sweets that come in a bag. I'm not sure. Like I said, we asked all the athletes to give us some nuggets of information, and they're the sort of things we were getting. People like Miranda Willis just says, I read an average of 5 books a week. That's about the same average as I read a year, if you're lucky. Joining us is a lady who, well, once I used to call was at the prime of fitness and in great condition. And I've just seen you run across the back of this box. It's Kate Gray. You've been out of breath, Kate.
Yeah, stairs definitely did challenge me in the final stretch, making it to the commentary box. But as part of my job here, I am meant to be engaging with young people rather than commentating, which is a bit of a change for me. But actually, I've just been giving out a few of my wristbands for some well-deserving young people. So, yeah, it was definitely worth the run, though.
I was going to ask you, what on earth is Kate Gray doing here? And now I know you're an athlete ambassador, is that right?
Athlete mentor.
Sorry.
I'll be an ambassador as well.
You can be my ambassador and Paul's ambassador. Athlete mentor, talk us through what an athlete mentor has to do here.
Well, it's very important. I'm here with Ross Davenport, who I'm sure a lot of you will know, and we're here walking around, interacting with all the athletes. We did a number of workshops yesterday, which was just getting them thinking about being athletes and what it takes, performing when it matters, whether that's when you're nervous, getting your nutrition right. So just taking them through some little activities that's more than just swimming fast. It's about being a fully rounded athlete.
What about me and Paul? What about nutrition advice for me and Paul?
Well, I'm glad to see there's no Mars bars around here, but they're definitely keeping themselves well hydrated. Both looking fit as I've ever seen, so I guess that's a good sign.
Paul's just gave her a fiver for that compliment. Here, we've got Chloe Finch leading 4:33.81. Those lap cards getting smaller and smaller each time as they come towards the turn. Third here is Darwin of England North. Second chasing at the moment is Antoinette Nipt. It's the yellow cap here of Chloe Finch for England Central that leads the way.
I can give you a little bit of information on Antoinette. She swam last year, and she was expected to put a lot of pressure on herself and didn't quite perform. So she has been a little bit nervous leading into this event, but I've Heard from sources down in the Irish camp that she's a very talented young swimmer and has got a great future ahead of her. So I think she's definitely one to look out for, and she's definitely taking it on here. She's looking very strong, but we know this is a long race and it's very tactical.
Certainly is. They're heading back down towards the diving pit end here at the Aquatic Centre. And Manchester has a real battle in this 800, Paul. It's pretty close. Nemt. And of course, Chloe Finch here in 7. And it looks like Paul Finch is going to lead into this next turn, but not by much.
Well, they won't be able to see each other. They're in very nearly the opposite side of the pool, almost the whole pool separating these two. So they're going to be swimming their own races here. And Antoinette Nev now has got to try and keep that pressure on, as has Chloe Finch. Looks like a fight between these two. And also going well, Georgia Darwin from England North in 3rd position. And India Dodd just out of the medals at the moment in 4th position. But important for these two to keep their focus, Kate, very much on their own.
It does make it very difficult, and I think what's different about this event is that every team has their own lane. So Ireland will always swim in lane 2, and so on across all of the regions. So it does mean that you are swimming your own race. At another championships, that would mean that the fastest 2 are in the middle, but now they are literally swimming on their own. I'm guessing they can see across the lanes, but a lot of it is just focusing on your own lane.
How are the lanes determined? Here you go, there's an interesting one for you.
I really couldn't tell you. I don't know if it's alphabetical order or if it's just a case of they might have pulled it out of a hat. You're probably wanting to ask the team managers that, or maybe the people that organise this event, but it looks like...
That's why I asked you.
Maybe that'll be my next...
all day to ask Kate Gray how the lanes were seeded, and you don't know.
I will find out for
Kate.
you, and then I'll pass the message on to Ross, so when he has his moment to chat, then he can give you the answer. But I am actually in awe of these girls. It's amazing that they can actually just keep themselves going when they've barely had any training, and this is probably the toughest event. So the girls that got told you're doing the 800 here, can imagine they all had a little bit of a oh dear.
So they're going to find it a bit tough. What can the crowd do here? We're going to get lap number 3 is left. That's all we've got left. What can the crowd do to help the swimmers?
I think at this point you've all got to be pushing them along. If they can see you as they breathe to their side, as they look at the crowds, if you can just give them a little bit of a push. I can see you've all got some red fingers, or a lot of you have got some red fingers. They can probably just about see that. So if you give them a bit of a swing as they go past, I think that will make all the difference. And lots of noise, lots of noise. I know there's some schools and primary schools along the crowds as well that can make a lot of noise, as well as the team. So I think we should all cheer this final few metres.
Just copy what the coaches are doing. Wave your arm, push them on. Here's the bell. So we said we'd explain the bell. It has nothing to do with dinner time whatsoever. It means it's the final 100 metres. And Antoinette Nemt here of Ireland has just taken to the front. 802.29. Chloe Finch, 802.53. Not a lot in this 800 metres. And we are less than 100 left here, Paul. And there's not a lot to separate them.
Well, Antoinette Nemt looking pretty good there. Chloe Finch, well, she's kicking a little bit harder, Kate. Is that going to make a difference coming down the last lane? Antoinette Nemt really not gone to her legs just yet, and she is going to go into the last turn ahead of Chloe Finch.
This is when it really pulls the field apart. It looks like Antoinette has been pacing this to perfection, but then Chloe Finch is still going to her legs. She's still got lots of energy there. I can't see which way this race is going to go.
This is where they need you then, ladies and gentlemen. The final few metres, if there's 800 here, and let's push them on because there's not a lot separating them at all here. 15 more metres. Closest to you in the crowd, Chloe Finch in the yellow cap, but the Irish team look like taking the gold here in the final few because Nemt just about has been. Here comes Finch again at the wall, just to Chloe Finch. 908.14. Just over. What a superb race, Paul.
Well, 12 100ths of a second separating the two swimmers. They probably didn't have an idea that they were next to each other all the way there. It's Georgia Darwin from England North in for the bronze medal position, but what a battle at the front of the field. Antoinette Nemt, well, she led for much of that last 100, but right at the death of that race, Chloe Finch just nicked it.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for all of the athletes taking part in the 800 metres. Great finish from Nemt, but a real strong finish from Chloe Finch. Give it up for the England Central swimmer. She gets herself a gold. I'll tell you what, Kate, that was a belter. You can come every time.
Oh, wow, I usually find the long distances quite hard to concentrate throughout, but actually that was gripping from the start. It just shows that these girls might not be at their fittest, but they still know how to race. And I don't think you will get a race much closer than that. And considering it's been almost 10 minutes long, that's pretty impressive for these girls to keep up that energy.
As you were saying, it's pretty early in their training regimes as well. Some of them just back into it. Some perhaps using this as the very first time to race against anybody else so far this season. And yeah, they didn't do bad at all, did they?
And that's the message we're giving out to these guys, making sure they learn from these experiences because they can take that on to the major meets later on in the year.
Big thank you to Kate Gray joining us in the commentary box. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you very much.
Paul, there's a lot of chance of point scores at the moment. I think that it's stressy and they've got some iffy results downstairs. They're trying to unwrap them so they think about it. Okay, then nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the girls' 100 metres backstroke. The medals were presented by Viv Perry, President of Swim Wales. The bronze medal winner, representing England East, Josephine Blades. The winner of the silver medal, representing Scotland North and West, Karen Reid. The winner of the gold medal and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England Central, Brittany Horton. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalist.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the boys 100 metres backstroke. Medals will be presented by Trevor Pledger, Chair of ESSA. The bronze medalist, representing England Central, Dominic Walker. The silver medalist, representing Scotland South and East, Craig McLean. The gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England North, Joe Litchfield. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the medal ceremony for the girls 800 meters freestyle. The medals will begin presented by Viv Perry, President of Swim Wales. Bronze medal winner, representing England North, Georgia Darwent. The silver medal winner, representing Ireland, Antoinette Nimd. Gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England Central, Chloe Finch. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the boys 1500 meters freestyle.
In lane 1, representing Wales, Cameron Croot. In 2, representing Ireland, Kai Armstrong. In 3, representing England North, Samuel Budd. In 4, representing England East, Thomas Slater. In 5, representing Scotland, South and East, Scott McLeay. In 6, representing England South, Brodie Williams. In 7, representing England Central, Tom Derbyshire. In 8, representing Scotland North and West, Angus Barr. Ladies and gentlemen, the boys 1500 meters freestyle.
So we've had the girls 800 meters, and we had the wonderful Kate Gray in the commentary box with us for that one. The slightly less wonderful, but still quite brilliant, Ross Davenport, triple Olympian, Commonwealth medalist, all-round nice guy, somebody told me to say a bit earlier on, which I declined. Ross, good afternoon. He has turned to the afternoon, I think. Good afternoon.
Well, thank you very much for that lovely welcome, but it is a pleasure to be here. And looking forward to a great 1500 metre race. Kate mentioned a little bit earlier that some of these races can tend to drag on, but this is actually one of my favourite races because you can really get into it, you can look at the stats, and it's interesting to see that who over the 1500 metres can come out on top.
How good were you at a 15?
Absolutely terrible.
And that's why it was one of your favourite races, because you didn't have to do it.
I was all right at the 50 and 100, so 1500, you know, adds up.
Only in your maths. Okay, Samuel Budd, 1 minute 17, turns as our leader. But long, long way to go. Again, those lap counters at the opposite the start block end, they'll be telling those athletes just when they need to turn around. And we've had a couple of long distance swimmers come up and do some commentary before, and we do say to them, how important are they? And they say, yep, without them they do forget what lap they're on. And even with the counters, I think Cassie Patton, Beijing bronze medalist, said that even with the counters she once forgot how long to go and started to turn again at the finish. So you know, it can be done. It is a long way to go.
It certainly is. And when you've got other things to concentrate on, sometimes you can actually forget, you know, how many lengths you've done. Only about, you're missing out by 2 lengths, but that can make a massive difference when you're planning your race. You know, a lot of swimmers will focus on breaking the 1,500 metres up, and they'll probably break it up into 500-metre sections. Other swimmers will do different tactics, but it'll be interesting to see here, and we've heard a lot already, that some of these swimmers will not be on peak fitness, but it'll come down to who's got the best skills, who's got the will to win for their region.
So a bit like Kate, you're here to help these youngsters, not just today, but with some gems of information. And Kate's been telling us what she was saying. And of course, the both of you swam at the highest possible level of during your careers. What nuggets of information have you been giving to these guys?
You know, I think the school games is such a fantastic competition, and you know, for me, it wasn't around when I was at this age. So you know, you've got to enjoy this environment. You've got to enjoy being part of a multi-game situation and learn from other sports, but also learn from your teammates and learn from yourself of how you actually prepare yourself and how you get onto the block in the best possible shape.
Because this is not just about being in the pool as well. Of course, this is about being away from home. They've got their athletes' village as well. You know, 1,600 people taking part in this. It gives them a great experience, not just what a swimming event's like. They know how to do the swimming. That's why they're there. It's all the other things that go with it, isn't it?
It certainly is. And when you go to an Olympic Games or a Commonwealth Games, there's so much that can distract a swimmer or an athlete. And these swimmers are getting a taste of that. You know, when you go into the athletes' hub, and there's 4 Xboxers, there's people painting nails, there's noughts and crosses, which I beat Kate at yesterday. All these different things that can distract you from actually what you're here to do, and you're here to represent your region, represent your country, and do the best possible performance. Okay, you might not be in the best possible shape, but you've got to come here and you've got to deliver. And all these little things can distract you. So it's a great learning curve for when people hopefully go on to the next level, whether it's Commonwealth Games. You know, we've got some swimmers here, certainly from Ireland, that were at the Commonwealth Games only a few weeks ago. So it's a valuable experience to get those skills and to be able to then take it on to the next level.
Now, you said you beat Kate Gray in a game in the athletes' village, so you're already 1-0 up as far as I'm aware. We're going to give you a chance to make it 2-0 here. I asked Kate during commentary how the lanes were seeded. I'm going to ask you, if you know the correct answer, then you get a second point. Kate Gray has just thrown an empty bottle at Ross. That's not sporting, Kate Gray. You should know better. What's the answer, Ross?
Oh, I can't believe Kate didn't know this, but on the 20th of June, at the orientation day, all the team's managers put their names in a hat and the lanes were drawn out. It's obvious. I can't believe, Kate, you didn't know this. And especially working in the media and working for the BBC, this is something I'm sure you should have known, but
for those that can't see Kate, who's sat right next to us, she is hanging her head in utter shame. Ross, 2-0 to Ross, but there is tomorrow. Me and Paul will invent some more games for our athlete mentors to play. We'll see who comes out on top of that one. But here, coming out on top, it's Angus Barr at the moment, turning in 4:48.3. Alongside him, though, Ross, Tom Derbyshire. I know you were pretty excited when you saw that Tom's name was on the list to swim, more because his name says Derbyshire, and then the actual fact that he's a pretty good 1,500-metre swimmer.
Yeah, he certainly is. Youth champion from only a couple of weeks ago, but it's going to be a fantastic race. These two guys now have some 10 metres up on the rest of the field, almost stroke for stroke, but it is still Angus Barr. It's got that little bit of an advantage into the 600-metre mark.
It's time that those youth champs, 15:58.88. It'll be the good thing about 1,500 is you just seem to see those PBs just drop and drop and drop again.
Yeah, just an apology. That was the 500-metre mark, but an example of that was at the Commonwealth Games. A swimmer for England swims in Bath. He came into this year with a time of over 16 minutes, and he finished the season at 14:58. So dropped over a minute, and that's we're talking at elite level here. And if you can do that at the elite level, then it's amazing what these guys can do.
I know we're lucky to be a part of the youth events and the national age events as well. And it's really interesting. You take a look back at the previous year's results, and within a year, as you say, they're knocking 10, 20, 30, 40 seconds off. And that could just be by event. It's a fantastic event to watch and see people growing. Here, Angus Barr, Scotland North and West. The 15-year-old is leading the way. He was silver medalist in that one. He represents Lanarkshire. And 15:41.73 was his time at the National Youth. And Ross was saying, some of these guys just getting back into top shape, or starting to think about getting into top shape, must be even harder if you're doing the long distance stuff, if you've let yourself go a little bit.
Yeah, you know, all these guys will no doubt have been on certainly a little break, if not 3 or 4 weeks. And, you know, this is where it's going to, the first thing to go is your fitness. You know, you'll always have your skills. Your skill level will always be very, very high. But the problem with your skills is that if you're not fit and you can't implement them over the last half of the race, they're going to suffer as well. So it is really going to be hard on these 1,500 swimmers. Some of them have only been back, well, I think the most someone's been back is a week. And some of them, you know, the first session was here at the school games. So it really is going to tell. It'd be interesting to see who's actually been swimming on holiday in the sea, topping up their fitness.
I've been on a fitness break since I was 30. I'm still waiting to find it. Hopefully it'll come back before I'm 40.
Yeah, but your skill level is very high.
Skill level's high. Thanks, Ross. Thanks for getting me out of trouble there. Skill levels are high here. Angus Barr, 7:28.74, 7:38.6 for Tom Derbyshire. As we said, that was the gold and a silver medal winner, respective championships. So those two know all about each other. The yellow cap of England Central just trying to chase through here in Angus Barr. It's all about the tactics as well as your fitness as well. If you get this wrong, you're going to suffer.
Yeah, you certainly are, especially if you go too hard too early, especially when we talked about the fitness levels. And, you know, even if you're the fittest swimmer in the field and you go too hard too soon, that can really affect the last half of the race. And these swimmers, certainly Angus Barr, is repping just over about 64 per 100. So that's the kind of shape he's in.
It's one of the roles the coach will play, you know, talking the game plan, going through the tactics. I mean, obviously we saw it in the Commonwealth Games, Ross. Even people as experienced as somebody like Aaliyah Atkinson in 100 metres went out like an absolute rocket in 50 and just literally died off in the back 50 and came up 4th in the end. So it can happen right at the top end of the scale. But here, Angus Barr, if this is the game plan, he's sticking to it. He's leading. Is it important to be at the front?
I think in a race like this, yes, it's very important to be in the front. And even on the sprint events, if you can get your nose in front, then it gives you that confidence and that self-belief that you can actually drive to the wall and finish first and pick up valuable points for your region and your country. But Angus Barr, it looks like he's tactically got this race very, very, very well suited. He stayed with Tom Derbyshire for 500 metres, and now he's starting to turn the screw, and he's coming up now to the 900 metre mark. And you can see that advantage now is nearly 3 seconds.
Yeah, just 1/10 away from being a full 3-second gap here for Angus Barr. And note that Derbyshire not really letting him go, though. These two out on their own. Let's take a look further back, and we've got in 3rd position. So all 3 of the medals at the moment on the near side to us in this commentary area. Brodie Williams, England South, 9:25.52 at the last turn. So England South at the moment have a bronze, but that's a real tight battle. It's always good over the long distance. We saw it in the 800 for the women. It can be really tight right until the end. This race for bronze between the 3 of them here, you're going to get Brodie Williams, Samuel Budden, Thomas Slater. All of them want a medal. All of them want points for their team. But at the moment, there's not a lot to give in between them.
No, certainly the 3 guys are vying for that 3rd position. They're not going to catch the leading 2 swimmers. But it's interesting when you're talking about the girls over the 800, over half a mile, swimming half a mile, and then they're separated by 0.1 of a second. You know, it always amazes me that it can come down to the small margins. Less than 0.5% in many cases is the difference between 1st and 4th. So, you know, playing with small margins, but it looks like it is a commanding swim from Angus Barr, going up to the 1,000 metre mark, so 2/3 of his way through this 1,500. But he's looking like he's getting a little bit tired. And Tom Derbyshire now is starting to make his move over this last final 500 metres.
So it is Barr from Derbyshire. Still that battle for bronze rages on here. Lane 6, Brodie Williams. Lane number 3, Samuel Budd. Tom Slater just hanging on the back of those 2 at the moment. In fact, looks like he's starting to fall away a little bit as well. Ross, it's well known you don't have to be at the top of your game when you're 13, 14, 50. You can come through and develop late. So that the idea is that they just keep going and keep perfecting themselves. Don't worry about results at this age. you can still make it even if you're not the best swimmer in your age category right now.
Yeah, that's a really important message, Alan. You know, I think the most important thing, if your swimmer can take away from this, is just home in on your skills. If you can be the most skillful swimmer in the pool, you'll obviously you will catch up on a lot of swimmers. But then you can start adding the fitness and the speed. And you know, lots of swimmers, you know, that are winning the national championships at 10, 11, 12 years of age are not necessarily there when it comes to the Olympic Games. So you know, you've got to keep going. You've got to persevere with it. Swimming's it's a tough sport. So they're the only sports that you will swim, 30, 40 miles a week to then compete over 100 meters. So it's an incredibly tough sport, but it's one that can take you all around the world, and you make great friends, and it's just a brilliant sport to be a part of.
I'm sure over the decades there have been plenty of swimmers who would trade some age and youth medals for a chance to swim at an Olympic Games or a World Championship. So it is very important, as Ross is saying, keep going, keep getting involved in swimming. It's probably a good time for us to thank all the parents and family and friends that have come today as well. It's you guys that have to get up at silly o'clock in the morning and take the kids to the pool or pick them up. There's a guy in the front row nodding profusely. Yes, Dad's taxi is set for 6 a.m. And you guys, you deserve a round of applause as well. So all of the ones who are sat here watching their kids, their relatives, bigger round of applause for yourselves, please. It's you guys that help us produce these swimmers year on, year out, to keep bringing them, keep promoting this wonderful sport here. Angus Barr and Tom Derbyshire looking to try and give us a bit of a grandstand finish. Tom is a little bit closer.
Tom's closing in every single 100 metres, but it's amazing, Alan, to see so many taxi drivers here in the stands. You know, who would imagine this is like a taxi convention?
If you're struggling for a lift home tonight, look for a dad or a mum and you'll get a lift. Honestly.
And they're free as well.
And they're free. You might even get a bottle of pop in the back as well if you're lucky. If you've swam well, there's definitely a trip to a fast food joint on the way home. We'd like to thank all of our volunteers as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we can have a round of applause for all of the volunteers that have taken part in the Sainsbury's 2014 School Games. Thank you very much to all of those guys on pool deck and around, running around behind the scenes. Big thank you to them as well. Here, Derbyshire, as predicted here, Ross, starting now to just try and get back into this. There aren't many laps to come in this one. They'll head down here. And Derbyshire now is cut this lead to less than a body length.
Absolutely fantastic last 500 metres from Tom Derbyshire. He didn't panic when Angus Barr started to open up that sizable lead. And now as we look on the scoreboard, it's just over a second. That advantage was over 3 seconds at one point, but now it's just over 1 second, and it's closing every single stroke, every single length. And we've got 4 lengths of this Manchester Aquatic pool to go.
Just saw at the turn there, Ross, Angus just started to kick really hard. He was just noticed that Tom was somewhere in the vicinity, so he gave it the big kick. But at the moment, Tom not letting him get away at all. And they'll come down here. And as we've said, ladies and gentlemen, you can push these on for the final 150. There is indeed the number 3. These guys will be loving that. The battle for bronze, though, is still racing as well in lane 6. Brady Williams, Samuel Butt chasing him down here. And now look, Derbyshire coming onto the shoulder of Angus Barr.
Tom Derbyshire has just taken over a second out of Angus Barr on that 50 metres. No, this is going to be a horrible feeling for Angus Barr. He's been leading for 1,400 metres of this 1,500 metres, and he's going to come down to the last 100 metres. Who's got it in them? Who's been training the hardest over the year? Okay, they have had a break and had 4 weeks out, but this is going to come down to a sprint finish.
And again, Barr comes off the turn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another top battle here. These youth events are bringing us some wonderful swimming. You can see on the side of the pool, plenty of encouragement from Scotland, North and West. They'll be pushing on Angus Barr here, who goes back into the front. So let's give them a real big push. Just over 50 metres to go in this one.
A great response from Angus Barr. Sometimes when you're being caught up and the momentum's with the other swimmer, it's a horrible feeling, but he's responded ever so well, and he's gone back into the lead now with only 50 metres to go. There's 0.3 separating them.
The same has happened in the bronze medal position as well. Brody Williams has been there for so long. All of a sudden, Samuel Butt has a bronze medal to his name, but it's not over. Here comes Angus Barr. What's Tom Derbyshire got left? Is this going to be a reverse of the National Youth Championships where Derbyshire took the gold? It is. Barr with a real strong finish. He's putting some clear water in between them as well here. Angus Barr in his 15 takes it 16.04.64. Derbyshire 16.06.15. Let's have a look back in the field here. Here comes the race for bronze, and Samuel Budd looks like he's got his tactics spot on as well. It's been a lead for Brodie Williams in most of this race in that bronze position.
So there's only 25 metres to go. They're going to come home for some big points in lane number 3 for England North, and they're in a fantastic competition so far. But yeah, it's going to be third place going to Samuel Budd of England.
So it is Budd that takes it again, similar to at the front. This time Brodie Williams unable to capture it.
Really impressed with Angus Barr. You know, he started to slip away, and Tom Derbyshire was really making his moves, went into a lead, and that is a horrible feeling, especially when you've been leading for so far of such a long race. And the momentum was all with Tom Derbyshire, but the response from Angus Barr, he went to his legs, he didn't give up, he had that self-belief and that determination, some of the key values of the school games, and he came through. Big points for Scotland.
Yeah, a lot of times sport can be lost inside the whole head as well there, and as you say, Angus Barr, it must have been hard for him to watch Derbyshire go by him at such a distance, 1400, but as you say, he showed some real character for a youngster as Angus Barr there, kicked off nicely with that last 100, got to the wall and then just started to go again. So good character and determination from Angus Barr. He takes maximum points. Derbyshire in second position for England Central, 16:06.15 for him. Third went to Samuel Budd. So a round of applause for our final few swimmers coming in here. In 5, we've got Scott McLeay, Scotland South and East. And then Kai Armstrong of Ireland will finish in 2. Big thanks to Ross Davenport for joining us in the commentary box. Hopefully you found that insightful and informative. In fact, it's probably the most insightful and informative he's ever been. We'll see you later, Ross. Thank you very much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause. 1500 metre freestyle for the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the girls' 400 metres individual medley.
In lane 1, representing Wales, Rebecca Sutton. In 2, representing Ireland, Linda Kehoe. In lane 3, representing England North, Georgia Coates. In lane 4, representing England East, Constance Dean. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Chanel Snedden. In lane 6, representing England South, Daniela Whiting. In lane 7, representing England Central, Abigail Humphreys. In lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Jennifer King. Ladies and gentlemen, the girls' 400 metres individual medley. Well, continuing on with the distance swims here. The girls' 400 metres individual medley. 2 cracking races we have seen, the 800 freestyle and the 1500 freestyle. Let's see what these medley swimmers can do. Georgia Coates, silver medalist in this one last year. Can she go one better in lane number 3 there for the England North team? Georgia Coates just heading Constance Dean there as they come into the end of the butterfly leg. 100 of each stroke there, and it looks like Georgia Coates is going to lead them through that first 100. Constance Dean in second position, and it looks like Abigail Humphreys just going to get the touch for third, but Georgia Coates with just under a second lead there ahead of Constance Dean.
So it is Georgia Coates as they go into the backstroke, and the medley always gives us a few changes of the lead, doesn't it? It's a real measure of how good your disciplines are across the pool. Takes a decent swimmer to be part of a medley. And here, Georgia Coates has led for the first 100. And a backstroke not looking too shabby either, as she takes the lead still as they come to 150. Coates 143.84. Constance Dean, a name we see all the time at the younger events, and swims quite a lot of the disciplines, so she'll fancy herself in this individual medley. Third position, Abigail Humphries on the near side in 7, the yellow cap of England Central. They've just picked themselves up a silver in the 1500 for the men. Humphries looking to try and get another medal, more points for their team as they head down. Here in 3 though, Paul, Georgia Coates.
Yeah, looking good still, the England North swimmer. Just edging it ahead. Abigail Humphries has come through. Breaststroke could be all important though, as it often is in the medley. It's the slowest of the 4 strokes and could make all the difference. A good breaststroke swim could bring you back in contention or take you out ahead of the field. And Georgia Coates going very, very well here. Being chased though by Constance Dean.
Well, if Georgia Coates has got an Achilles heel in an IM, we haven't found it yet. She still leads, and very comfortably as well. Still chasing hard, Constance Dean in lane 4, going well for Wales on the far side, Rebecca Sutton. And third and second now for Abigail Humphries as well. So there's the turn. Coates leads 303.64. Dean in second, 307.10. Third position, Abigail Humphries. Plenty of shouting coming from the side for her. Fourth, Rebecca Sutton of Wales, getting herself in contention, not too far behind from Abigail Humphries. But at the moment, Georgia Coates, as they come up to the final 100 metres here in lane 3, it's going to be a swimmer from England North. The City of Leeds swimmer will take this turn. The black cap, they lead. Coates it is, 3:45.51.
Tells us in her information she provided, she's a Yorkshire record holder, and she used to tap dance. That's going to stand her in good stead. She's tapping out a good rhythm here.
I like what you've done there.
You like that, yeah?
I like what you've done there.
Good.
That's nice.
She's away and clear though. Georgia Coates looks like she's going to win this one. Medalist last year, not a gold medalist in this one, but it looks like it's going to be a gold medal this time for the England North swimmer, Georgia Coates, stretching the lead all the time. Constance Dean in second position, looking like that, sewn up for the silver medal. And Abigail Humphries, well, is she going to hang on to the bronze medal position? Because Rebecca Sutton coming back very strongly in lane number 1 for Wales.
Humphries now starting to catch on Dean as well. Actually, Paul, they're trying to claw back the silver, but ladies and gentlemen, a real strong 400 metres individual medley performance here from Georgia Coates through the final 15. Give her a round of applause, because this is a pretty good performance here. And England North have themselves another gold, and they've got a little gem here. Georgia Coates, hats off to you. 4:54.27, top performance. Second is going to go with Constance Dean, 4:59.91. Abigail Humphries gets bronze for England Central. Good swim from Rebecca Sutton for Wales, 5:05.41, just outside of the medals. Final swimmers coming in. Lydia Keogh of Ireland will take the touch in 5:17.19.
Yeah, there was never really much doubt as he went into the second half of that race. Georgia Coates takes it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the boys' 400 metres individual medley. In lane 1, representing Wales, Lewis Fraser. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Ronan Anderson. In lane 3, representing England North, Joe Litchfield. In lane 4, representing England East, Rubens King. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Callum Laurie. In lane 6, representing England South, Jacob Greenhow. In lane 7, representing England Central, Isaac Peace. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Joseph Miley. This is the boys' 400 metres individual medley.
Good start in lane number 3. Joe Litchfield back in the water again for England North. Good to add to that victory he had early on in the backstroke, so expect him to be strong in the backstroke leg. Joe Litchfield going well though on the butterfly. Lane number 3, England North, they lead it. They've had a good championship so far here in the pool. I think I make them having the most gold medals out of any other team so far. Bring you an update on the points totals when we have it. Joseph Miley though, well, that's a famous name in terms of individual medley swimming. Of course, Hannah Miley, Commonwealth champion in the 400 metres individual medley at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games just a couple of months ago. Joseph Miley, brother Joseph, taking the start here, and he leads after the 100 fly, 101.24. Jacob Greeno from England South in second position. And in third position, Joe Litchfield now. But watch him coming through on the backstroke, the 100 backstroke champion. Let's have some encouragement here from the teams. It's a long race, this one. England North looking good at the moment there. Joseph Miley just about being caught, but hanging on to that lead ahead of Jacob Greeno. Joseph Miley still leads for Scotland North and West, 136.52. Jacob Greeno in second, still Litchfield in third, not making much of a move now on the backstroke.
I've just been reminded, Paul, that it's not just the racing so far that's exciting. Stick around, we've got relay races to come a little bit later on in this schedule. And are they exciting? Yes, they are. The relays are something to be watched. Stick around for those. That's going to get louder. Teams will be cheering on their teammates in those relay races, so do stick around for those here. Going well, Joseph Miley, a name we're used to seeing at the top of podiums, is a Miley. And here, Joseph, 211.21, swimming away from Litchfield, 212.34. In third position, Jacob Greeno, 214.05.
Well, Joe Litchfield did use that backstroke, came through in the second position, and the breaststroke looks very, very good for Litchfield there in lane number 3. As we said in the women's race, the breaststroke very often makes the difference in this 400 IM. Miley just about holding on for second, but Litchfield has gone away from the rest. On that breaststroke leg, it's 251.89. It's about a second advantage now for Joseph Miley. Jacob Greeno in third position, Callum Laurie in fourth. But Litchfield looking good. Can Joseph Miley stay in contention when they go on to the freestyle leg?
So Litchfield here, as Paul's saying, has had two pretty good legs here. And starting to swim away. Again, all of the athletes were asked to give some information and bits and bobs about themselves and make this a little bit more fun for them. And one of the questions was, which sporting occasion has most inspired you and why? And the answer Joe Litchfield gave was watching Michael Phelps add more medals to his tally in London. He just said it makes him want to be like him, winning as many medals at Olympics as he can do. And here, Litchfield has led 334.05, but Miley closed it up again there, Paul, as they came to that final 100 turn.
Yeah, and Callum Laurie going well in lane number 5 too for the Scotland South and East team. Well, can we have a gold medal from Scotland South and East? Not sure if we've had one so far, but Joe Litchfield is going to be very, very tough to beat here. He's been chased by the two Scots there, but Litchfield with the lead as they go into that final turn. It's very close though, Alan.
Let's get right behind them then. Litchfield just about leading from Miley. Miley and Callum Laurie here of Scotland South and East chasing him down here. But Litchfield still leads as they come through the final 25. Good performance, as Paul was saying here, in 5. Callum Laurie starting to push up on the shoulder. Here, Joseph Miley is going to start to run out of Paul. Can Litchfield hang on as they get to 5 more metres? It looks like Litchfield is going to add another goal for England North. Here comes the touch, 4:38.24, and didn't Miley make it close in the end? 4:38.52.
Well, not much in that at all there at the end. And Joe Litchfield, well, I think he was glad to see the end there. He was very, very tired in the closing stages of that one, and he was almost caught by Joseph Miley, who had the lead up until the breaststroke leg. But Litchfield will take that one for England North with Joseph Miley in second position. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists for the boys 1500 meters freestyle. Medals will be presented by Alison Crawford, President of ESSA. The bronze medalist representing England North, Samuel Budd. The silver medalist representing England Central, Tom Derbyshire. The gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion representing Scotland North and West, Angus Barr. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
So again, more medal ceremonies to come. Well done to those guys. The 1500 metres. Some fantastic races here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the girls' 400 metres individual medley. The medals will be presented by John Stiven, Secretary of the ESSA. Winner of the bronze medal, representing England Central, Abigail Humphreys. Winner of the silver medal, representing England East, Constance Dean. Gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England North, Georgia Coates. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the boys 400 meters individual medley. The medals will be presented by Alison Crawford, President of ESSA. The bronze medalist representing Scotland South and East, Callum Laurie. The silver medalist representing Scotland North and West, Joseph Miley. The gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion representing England North, Joe Litchfield. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's multi-classification 100 meters backstroke. In lane 1, representing Wales, Fionn Butler. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Alvie Kelly. In lane 3, representing England North, Adele Maguire. Lane 4, representing England East, Grace Harvey. In lane 6, representing England South, Alice Ty. In lane 7, representing England Central, Megan Richter. This is the women's multi-classification 100 meters backstroke. Away we go in this multi-classification event. Myself and Paul were lucky enough to be at the IPC European Swimming Championships not long ago, and one of the stars there, Paul, was a young lady called Alice Ty, and she goes here in lane 6.
She was indeed. She made her GB debut in those European Championships, and she is leading at the moment. Alice Ty, well, she won a silver medal in the 100 backstroke at the European Championships, so very much the favourite for this one. Fionn Butler going well in lane 1. Megan Richter also looking good in lane 7. But Alice Ty has got a great start there in lane number 6. Well, Alice Ty, of course, she represented the GB team in the International School Games last year. So Alice Ty coming home now one of Europe's very best swimmers, a real star of the future in terms of GB swimming. Alice Tighe, a veteran of the school games. She's been here a few times before at these championships. She loves the experience. It has stood her in good stead for her international career. And have a look at this time, folks. Alice Tighe is in a 110.99. 800 points for Alice Tighe. Remember, 1,000 points equivalent to a world record swim. So that is a very classy swim from Alice Tighe. In terms of points, Fionn Butler just getting the touch ahead of Megan Richter there. We'll keep an eye on the other swimmers. Alba Kelly also at those European Championships for Ireland. She's in 511 points there. Not quite enough points to challenge the two S9 swimmers, Richter and Butler. Adele Maguire in 499 points and Grace Harvey 537. No doubt about the winner though, Alice Tighe. Great swimming.
I'm down at the far side of the pool next to the teams, and more Twitter updates have been coming in. Trisha Ferguson's absolutely amazing race from Annette Needham, 800 metre free. Got more. Brenda Campbell says, way to go Andrew Moore, well done in bronze at Sainsbury's 2014 School Games. Lots of tweets coming in. Remember, you can tweet us with your hashtags, hashtag SSG Swimming. It's hashtag SSG Swimming. And our Twitter feed is @_School Games. Got more tweets coming in. Remember, @_School Games is tweeting updates live to their feed from all venues across the school games. So if you're not just wanting to be at the swimming, you want to see the judo or the fence, everything else, please go to that Twitter feed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 100 metres backstroke multi-classification. In lane 1, representing Wales, Riley Shanahan. In lane 2, representing Ireland, Patrick Flanagan. In lane 3, representing England North, Jonathan Booth. In lane 4, representing England East, Ryan Nichols. In lane 5, representing Scotland South and East, Oliver Carter. In lane 7, representing England Central, Joseph Siege. And in lane 8, representing Scotland North and West, Adam Donaghy. This is the men's multi-classification 100 metres backstroke.
Well, Ryan Nichols, the S14 swimmer, won this one last year at last year's Sainsbury's School Games. Is he going to repeat the feat here? Lane 4, he's gone out very well. I think the S14 swimmers are the world record for that classification, very close to the S10 swimmers, so it could well be a straight fight here. But Ryan Nichols now stretching away as they go into the turn. Jonathan Booth going well in lane 3. Oliver Carter also in lane number 5 and Joseph Siege in lane number 7. That's the top 4 at the moment, and I think they're going to be the favourites to take the medals, these 4.
Again, it's all based on the points as they come down here in this multi-classification event. The closer you are to the world record in your category, the more points you will get here for your club. And you get yourself on the podium as well here, going well in 4 then. Ryan Nichols going to come into the final 5 in the orange cap and take the touch. 750 is going to be difficult to get past here. Let's see if Jonathan Booth can do that. 542. Here comes Carter. 468 in 7. This is C 444. So far, Paul, 750. Ryan Nichols.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good enough. I think Ryan Nichols will wait for the other swimmers to come back, but I don't think they're going to challenge the 750-point mark there. Patrick Flanagan is touching now, and he's 286 points for Flanagan, ahead of Donachie and ahead of Riley Shanahan, the last to finish. But it was all about the swimmers at the front of the field here. Ryan Nichols will take it, 750 points, and that wasn't too shabby at all, Ryan Nichols. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's multi-classification 100 meters backstroke. Medals will be presented by Viv Perry, President of Swim Wales. The bronze medalist, representing England Central, Megan Richter. The silver medalist, representing Wales, Fionn Butler. The gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England South, Alice Tighe. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
So, well, the medal ceremony to come in just a couple of seconds, but again, stick around. We've got the relays to come, the women's 4x1 and the men's 4x1. This is where the atmosphere in here can really reach its top level. The teams will be screaming encouragement to every member of their team. And there you can see Team Wales, Paul, welcoming back Fionn Butler with her medal. This is becoming a routine for them.
It is. They've been successful. Fionn Butler now is about to come under, well, not sure if we've got her now, Fionn Butler. She missed the flags there.
Great.
Oh, someone's going under. Not sure if that's Fionn Butler though.
Hopefully you've been sending in your tweets. You can follow all of the action for the 2014 Sainsbury's School Games at _School Games. We'll keep you abreast of all the things that are going on. There's loads of kids walking by, got big giant red hands. If you've learnt nothing other than giant red hands are useless for opening doors with. At least you've learnt one thing. There they go. There's loads of them.
Oh, look at that.
I reckon they're going to a party, and we've definitely not been invited to that. What do you mean you're going to the velodrome? It's warmer in there. You want to stay here? More of them making their way out. Have you forgotten anything? You won't know until later on when you realise you've forgotten something. Off you go. See you later. Thank you very much to the kids who've been here. They're off to the velodrome. That's not a bad Saturday, is it?
That's all right, yeah. Swimming in the morning, velodrome in the afternoon. They're going to miss the good races to come, though, in here. Just a few more to come.
For those 2 relays, as we said. We've got one more medal ceremony to come as well. So do stick around and show your appreciation at the end of the relays as well. We will give medals out to those teams. And make sure you join us tomorrow. There's an important message.
It is indeed. Same time again tomorrow.
Are you coming?
I'm going to try and be here, Alan. Yeah.
I'll come then.
In fact, I wouldn't miss it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that was the better answer.
Yeah. That's better.
Seeing as I'm giving you a lift.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. There comes medal winner for Wales, Fionn.
Here we go at last.
There you go. Here she is.
That's Fionn Butler. Give us away, Fionn.
Running the gauntlet. Thanks for doing that, Fionn. We've all been waiting for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next event. Please welcome the athletes and the teams for the women's 4x100 meters freestyle relay. Let's hear it. Lane 1, Wales. In lane 2, Ireland. In lane 3, England North. In lane 4, England East. In lane 5, Scotland South and East. In lane 6, England South. In lane 7, England Central. And in lane 8, Scotland North and West. This is the women's 4x100 meters freestyle relay. Loads of kids shouting by. I had to tell them to be quiet, start of the race, and then they've left anyway, so there you go. This is the time you need to get behind your team. The Welsh team and the Irish team, they've been noisy so far this morning. Scotland North and West, England Central, you've all got to cheer on your teams. If you're here supporting a swimmer today, then you need to get right behind your team. Relays, Paul, always exciting.
Yeah, we love the relays, absolutely. And we'll see who is got the early lead. It's Mari Davis from Wales. She led off the Welsh team in that very first race that we saw this morning. in the 200 freestyle. She's now leading the relay team, and Mari Davis going really well here. She is going to give Wales a lead, and she'll be sure to hear that support from her teammates right next to that lane in lane 1. Mari Davis leads for Wales after the first leg. Rebecca Wild in second position in lane 6. Katie Matz in third in 7.
See the Wales team hammering on the sponsor boards. Hey, you break them, you pay for them. And away they go. Davies does the job and hands them over in the lead. But here, going well, Candice Hall starting to get England Central into contention. And in fact, Candice Hall might just have got themselves in the lead here. Let's take a look as they come to the turn here in 7. It is 127.15 from Stevenson of Wales. Third position, Constance Dean here in lane number 4, going for England East. But it's England Central from Wales, from England East. Fourth position, England North as we come towards the halfway marker. Those ladies waiting for the changeover will want a decent lead if they can get one. And a great swim here in lane 3. Featherstone has brought England North back into contention here. So it looks like England Central and England North will lead the teams into the halfway stage.
Featherstone is first over there for England North. In lane number 3, Candice Hall was just in second, but it was only 4 100 separating the top 2, with England East a further 0.4 behind, but a good start there from Georgia Coates. Georgia Coates gone really well, trying to add to her gold medal tally. And also the Welsh team in that outside lane. That's Billy Joe Barrow going well in lane number 1. But it is Georgia Coates in 3. In second position is Chloe Finch, Megan Bowen in 3rd, and Barrow for Wales in 4th.
So as they head back down towards the diving pit end, England North in control here. England South trying to put some pressure on, but it's England North with Georgia Coates. We've seen her in some great form a little bit earlier on, and she's leading her team, and still the Wales team hammering the boards on the side, trying to inspire Barrow to get a better performance here, and she's just starting to come in to around about 4. Here comes the final change then. England North in front, England Central in second position. 3rd now, England South. Wales down in 5th. It's Scotland South and East in 4th position. Final 100 metres of action in this 4x1 for the women.
It is Darcy Deacon now for the England North team. Can she hold off the fast swimming now from Brianna Close in lane number 7? Georgia Boyle going well in lane number 6, but Darcy Deacon looking very good for the England North team. The gap is just over a second, 1.4 seconds there. Darcy Deacon for England North, but here comes Brianna Close and Georgina Boyle. It's going to be very tight. Can Deacon hold on?
Through the final 25 then, Deacon in lane 3 for England North. Going to try and hold off the challenge of England Central's Brianna Close, and it looks like gold is going to go in lane 3 to England North. Good swim from Darcy Deacon and her teammates. Gold in 3:54.06. England Central takes second, 3:55.64, and England South give it English 1-2-3 with a 3:56 dead to come in the bronze medal position. England East in 4th. 5th position was Ireland. That's a good comeback from them in the final 100. But the final results, we'll wait for the official ones, and here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all of the swimmers in the 4x100 metres women's freestyle relay. But there can only be one winner, and on this occasion, it goes to England North. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 4x100 metres freestyle relay.
In lane 1, the team from Wales. In lane 2, the team representing Ireland. In lane 3, the team from England North. In lane 4, the team from England East. In lane 5, the team from Scotland South and East. In lane 6, the team from England South. In lane 7, the team from England Central. And in lane 8, the team from Scotland North and West. Ladies and gentlemen, the men's 4x100 meters freestyle relay.
This is it then, Paul. The final race of this first session on our first day here at the swimming. It's the third day of the school games, of course, but this is the final race. Do stick around at the end. We've got the medal ceremonies to come for these two relays. A wonderful array of attire as they came out. There was definitely a cowboy hat and definitely a young man wearing a tutu. He's just took it off there. He was part of the England Central team. I thought he was going to swim in it for a minute, but he has got rid of his tutu. So here we go. Leading at first 50, Lewis Clough for the England Central team. So maybe that's a lucky tutu. Who knows? Lewis Clough leads. Second position then, it's Jerry Quinn for Ireland. And that's a pretty tight battle as they come through the last 25 of their 100.
Here, Jerry Quinn, already a medalist, gold medalist this morning in the 200 freestyle. The Welsh supporting their swimmer too. That's Jonathan Orchard there in lane number 1, but it is going to be Lewis Clough. Will give the England Central team an early lead. Jerry Quinn close behind in second position. William Cole is in third position for England South. But going in now is Waddington for the England Central team. Charlie Waddington, he can fit 6 Jaffa cakes in his mouth at the one time, Alan.
Only 6? Challenge accepted. Away they go to the fast 50 here. And they'll turn in Benjamin Doyle here of Ireland, 1:18.12. Second position is Waddingham of England Central. Third position now, McLean of Scotland East, the South and East, should I say, going well in lane number 5 here. It's a real blanket, Paul, as they start to come up through 15. And at the halfway stage, there is no clear leader in this one. Going well in 5 now. McLean has got his team a fractional lead for Scotland South and East. Away they go. You can see the officials there looking on, making sure the changeovers are all done correctly. Scotland South and East have themselves the lead thanks to Craig McLean and their teammates as they go through here to the penultimate 100 metres of this relay.
It's a really fast start there from Matthew Bradley from England North. He's told us in his information that he's very tall, and that is standing him in good stead because he leads. Matthew Bradley 2:12.33. George Clough now in second position for the Scotland South and East team, and in third, all the action in the centre lanes. It's England East in third position.
Final 25 of this 100. You can see all of the teams just bellowing towards the pool and pushing their teammates on here. In 3, Matthew Bradley just about going to hand over in front. Here we go. Final 100 metres of action here this morning at the 2014 Sainsbury's School Games. We've got one more day tomorrow, but we've got just over 75 metres, and there's not a lot between them here. Chisholm and Haslam are going to battle this one out. They're going to get chased here by Scott McClay as well of Scotland South and East, but at the moment England North just from England East, just from Scotland South and East. Here's the 50 turn.
They have got 50 metres to go now. Kyle Chisholm now heading Theo Haslam. It's lane 3 and 4, England North and England East. England North look like they're going to bring this one home with Kyle Chisholm. Theo Haslam fighting hard, but it is going to be gold to England North. They come into the last 10. It's going to be Kyle Chisholm. It's a real fight for Theo Haslam, but Chisholm is going to take this one. England North take it with Theo Haslam in second position for England East, and in third, England South.
3:33.26 for England North gives them yet another goal here in this first session. Second, England East third England South. So it's 1, 2, 3 again for the English teams in the relay. Good performances from them. Do stick around. We've got the medal ceremonies to come for these relays as well. Maybe you're off to another venue here at the Sainsbury's School Games 2014. Enjoy it if you are, but do stick around and show your support for those athletes that have taken part in those relay races. A good morning swimming pool.
That was a very good finish to this morning's session. England North, well, I think they're going to be tough to beat. We haven't been able to bring you the points totals, but we certainly will do that before tomorrow's session begins. So, a great swim again from England North. Excellent relay win there for that team. And I make it, they've won most gold medals than anyone. So great performance this morning from England North. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 50 meters freestyle. Presentation being made by Trevor Pledger, chairperson of ESSA. The bronze medalist representing Scotland North and West, Fraser Kane. The silver medalist representing England North, Jonathan Booth. And the gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion representing England East, Aaron Hurd. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 100 meters backstroke. The medals will be presented by Viv Perry, President of Swim Wales. Winner of the bronze medal, representing Scotland South and East, Oliver Carter. The winner of the silver medal, representing England North, Jonathan Booth. Gold medalist and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champion, representing England East, Ryan Nichols. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalist.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 4x100 meters freestyle relay. Medals will be presented by Alison Crawford, President of ESSA. The bronze medalists are the team representing England South. Represented by Rebecca Wild, Bethany Newton, Megan Bowen, and Georgina Boyle. The silver medalists are the team from England Central. Team represented by Katie Matz, Candice Hall, Chloe Finch, and Brianna Close. The gold medalists and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champions are England North. The team of Magdalena Segan, Hannah Featherston, Georgia Coates, and Darcy Deakin. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more medal ceremony to come. Please stick around, show your appreciation for these wonderful swimmers performing here at the 2014 Sainsbury's School Games. A big thank you to all of you guys as well in the crowd. Thank you for being cheery and happy and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the men's 4x100 meters freestyle relay. The medals will be presented by John Stevens, Secretary of the ESSA. The bronze medalists, England South. England South are represented by William Cole, Dominic Polling, George Epsley, and Kane Frenchie Webster. Winners of the silver medal, England East. England East were represented by Charlie Pullen, Rory Burden, Jamie Cunningham, and Theo Haslam. Gold medalists, and 2014 Sainsbury's School Games champions, England North. England North are represented by Jarvis Parkinson, Luke Greenbank, Matthew Bradley, and Kyle Chisholm. Manchester, let's celebrate our 2014 Sainsbury's School Games medalists.
Ladies